let us rock and roll. Let us rock and roll. A little bit of jazz,
Rocking
a
and rolling.
little bit of Motown, rock and roll.
Motown. Mo Diggity isn't here today.
Mo, do you know what Motown is?
No.
It's a kind of music, idiot, dummy. Anyway, let's get this started. We're gonna go rank the Avengers, Riley. We got this. It's what is this in alphabetical order? All right. All right, let's start off with Ant-Man.
Ant-Man?
Ant-Man's
Pretty
pretty
good.
cool. We're gonna
I like
go
him.
we're going
I
off
like him
MCU,
fine.
not comics. This is MCU in the
Yeah,
movies.
I'm not versed in the comics really anyway. So I like him fine. I don't think he ranks among the greats by any stance.
I want to
But
put
I
him in
think
like A or B. I
I
don't
think
he's not
I think
terrible.
B tier is the perfect location for
I feel like
Ant-Man.
he's a solid middle ground. He's a solid superhero. He's solid middle, you know? Not good, not bad, just average, I guess. So, that
That's
seems
Black
fair.
Panther.
Black Panther. What do you think?
So I'm not allowed to say anything but S tier. They'll call me racist, right?
Oh,
So
I was probably going to put Black Panther in A tier
that's
just because
probably
his powers are
reasonable.
very, very cool. The suit looks fucking cool as well.
I've never seen the solo films. I'm actually not very versed in the MCU overall. I've seen 3 out of 4 Avengers movies, the Spider-Man trilogy, Captain Marvel, and Thor: Love and Thunder, and I think that might be it.
That's fine. You have enough knowledge to rank
Yeah.
a decent amount of
The
them.
fact that I've seen 3 out of 4 Avengers movies means I can rank these characters with some amount of knowledge. However, the Avengers movies really didn't do much to highlight Black Panther, and thus my feelings are not as strongly positive as they are for some people.
All right, so Black Panther is A tier. Powers are super cool. Love them. Black Widow.
S tier, duh. Like, come on.
That's fine.
She kicks ass. No superpowers needed. Scarlett Johansson plays her very well. I'm a sucker for strong women in media. I've made that very clear. All of my favorite Power Rangers are the girl ones. I like watching a girl kick ass, and Black Widow definitely delivers that for me.
Very, very
So
true. Great
S tier.
actress. Great character. Love her as like a support role in the Iron Man movie, in Iron Man 2, I believe. Yeah. It's definitely a good support role in Iron Man 2. Once everything started hitting the fan, great actress. A great character for everybody. It's really, really cool. She's really, really cool. Love her. Captain America, S tier.
Captain
100%.
America, S tier, but below Black Widow, I think.
100%. Just a
Yeah.
solid dude. Just a solid dude. Always putting everybody else before him, regardless of the situation.
For sure, that's definitely an
Top
admirable
tier
trait.
superhero. Top tier superhero. This is all on you. I've not seen Captain Marvel.
Ooh, Captain Marvel. Now let me tell you something about Captain Marvel, folks. I am in the strong minority in that I adore this woman. I adore this woman. She is great. Captain Marvel was a wonderful film. I was a big fan. Haters gonna hate. I think she is an S tier character. Now I will not claim she is better than Black Widow or Captain America. She is bottom of S tier. However, strong S tier character.
All right, I'm gonna put her at bottom of A. Her powers are cool, but I'm really biased just because of interviews that Brie Larson has been in. But
Yeah, I've heard
taking
that
her
Brie Larson is kind of shitty.
taking the
But
actress out of the role and looking at her just in the movies alone and not outside the movies, she can be an S tier. Protecting the universe by herself, very, very cool. Top tier superhero.
yeah,
Doctor Strange, S tier. So fucking cool. Very,
yeah,
very cool.
I've only been exposed to him via his Avengers movies and No Way Home. And I do like him. I don't know if I would personally put him in S tier, but it doesn't upset me that he's there if you want to keep him there.
I'll put him in top of A for now. I'll put
That's
him in
fair.
top of A. I'll put him in top of A. Drax is
Is
he's a
S tier.
lovable. No, we're talking okay. he's a lovable character, but he doesn't contribute much in terms of being a superhero.
Yeah, but I feel like when you do a tier list like this, the real nitty gritty of what you want to do is talk about the characters. Because, like, if you're just talking about, like, oh, superhero feats, it's like, then it becomes lame. When I do a tier list like this, it's just like, how much does this character entertain me by any method, whether it's comedy or action or a mix of the two?
Okay.
And Drax, whenever he's on screen, I got a big smile on my face. I love that man. He's perfect in every way. Obviously an S tier character.
Okay. You've convinced me. That's fair. Falcon. I want to put him in B tier. He gives me the same vibes as Ant-Man, honestly.
Yeah, he's definitely a middle of the road. Like, he's cool, but like there's nothing like very strong about him that makes you like, oh shit, that's Falcon. But like he's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. Gamora, A tier.
Yeah, that's probably solid. I don't know much about her because I have not seen the Guardians trilogy, which I do plan on changing very soon. But based on what I've seen of her, she's very good. Obviously, a strong girl that kicks ass.
Absolutely. Probably. She probably. I don't want to say she rivals Black Widow. But in the Guardians movie, she definitely kicks ass.
Gamora has like supernatural abilities that Black Widow does not. So I feel
she
like
doesn't have supernatural abilities. She's just a girl. She's just a
like
girl on an alien planet. She's just a girl.
On an alien planet, but I feel like she's probably of a species that is stronger on average than humans, at least.
Maybe. I'm not well versed in like deep character lore. I just watched the movies, so whatever information I have, I just based off that.
Good strong female character. However, I don't have any strong attachment that makes me want to drag her to S tier, so A tier is a pretty good place.
I'll put her below Doctor Strange, but above Black Panther.
That's fair. I would agree with that.
Groot, S tier. No question about it. Groot is S tier. Probably, honestly, Groot is top tier above everybody else.
No, I would argue that Groot at least goes below Black Widow and Captain America.
Okay. Calm down. Groot is definitely S tier, though. 100%.
Of course.
I want to say Hawkeye is really, really cool. It's either A or B.
God, I love Hawkeye so much. He's so cool.
He's so cool.
I wouldn't give him S tier or anything, but yes, A tier for sure.
Okay.
And above Black Panther.
Understandable. Just a dude. He's just a dude. He is just a dude who has amazing precision and accuracy. That's it. He's just a dude.
As much as I might be a CW DC nerd who prefers Oliver Queen, fucking God, I used to know his name by heart. What the fuck is Hawkeye's real name? Shit. I did know this.
Clint
Barton?
Yeah.
Clint Barton. I'm more of an Oliver Queen man myself, but Clint Barton, pretty cool guy as well.
Not gonna lie, I'm not a big fan of Hulk. I want to throw him in C tier.
Nah, no, come on. He's at least a B tier. Don't be mean to Hulk.
All right. Well, I don't know. It's just
the thing about Hulk is he never really got a solo outing that was worth anything. Like, I think the current actor who plays Hulk is very good, and that actor never got his own film because Hulk got recasted after the MCU Hulk film.
So
it's unfortunate for him that happened.
Mark Ruffalo never got his chance to shine. He got his chance to shine a little bit in
Endgame.
Not Endgame. Fuck, the goddamn fucking Thor movie.
Thor Ragnarok.
Ragnarok. He got his chance to shine in Ragnarok. Like, that's like the most we've seen of Mark Ruffalo in the MCU in a single movie. Outside of Endgame. Or, I'm sorry, Infinity War. But
I think that Hulk is very good, but he just hasn't gotten as much of a chance to shine for me as others have. I would argue he's probably better than.
He's better.
I think he's top of B tier. Like, he's better than Falcon and Ant-Man, I think, but I don't think he's A tier.
That's fair. Iron Man, S tier. Love Tony Stark. Love Robert Downey Jr. playing this. Nobody will ever be able to top the performance of Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man in this sense.
As for where in S tier, this might be controversial because I feel like a lot of people are going to be like top of S tier because he made the ultimate sacrifice. He's the main character. I would say below Black Widow, above Captain America.
Absolutely, 100%. Iron Man is literally my favorite, but that's fair. I can agree. I can agree to that.
I
Korg.
really like Black Widow.
Korg.
Korg. Is he a funny rock man from Thor?
Yes.
Funny rock man from Thor is very funny.
He gives me Drax vibes, but I want to put him just because he's just a supporting role. You don't see him fight much. He's just a supporting role kind of thing.
I think bottom of A tier is appropriate because I do like him a lot.
That is fair. He doesn't give me the same vibes as Hulk, Ant-Man, or Falcon.
Taika Waititi is Waikiki. That's not his name. Taika Waititi is a brilliant man, and the brand of comedy he brings is Korg. I'm gonna look real stupid if Taika Waititi does not voice Korg, but I think he does. It's very good.
Very, very good. Very funny character. Loved him in all the movies that he's played. He's very funny. He's basically the Drax for Thor, basically.
He's Thor's Drax, except for when Thor was hanging out with the Guardians and Drax was his Drax.
Okay, so this is controversial, but technically I'm glad that they included him. Loki.
I think MCU Loki is overrated. He's used too much. I don't really get invested in Loki as a character. I have not seen the Loki show, so maybe that's the big Loki lore that I'm missing out on. But overall, Loki's presence is kind of just like oversaturated. I don't hate the guy. I would argue he's our first C tier, if it's up to me.
That's fair. That's fair. I'd probably say the exact same thing. I don't want to. He plays Loki very, very well.
Sure.
He plays Loki. I think it's Tom Hiddleston. Tom Hiddleston is his name.
Hiddleton, I believe.
Hiddleton? Whatever.
Yes.
It's Hiddle something. I don't know.
Hiddle something. Tom Hiddlefiddle.
But Tom plays Loki very, very well. I'm probably going to say that about a lot of these characters just because that's how we know that's what these people... Like, Robert Downey Jr. is going to go down as Iron Man. That is what his career is going to say he did, was Iron Man, because he did it for 20-odd years.
Yeah, and also there's no, like, other significant Iron Man. It's like with Spider-Man, it's like he's gone through, like, 3 reboots. So, like, there's no definitive one guy who's Spider-Man. Iron Man was a very niche Marvel franchise prior to the MCU's inception. And Robert Downey Jr. continued to own the character of Tony Stark and Iron Man for 20 years and did so... not 20 years. That's a little
15. 15. It was. I think it was 15. Yeah.
And he owned that character. Like Tony Stark is Robert Downey Jr.
And like with Loki season 2, at some point in time, Loki season 2 will be coming out, and I will be watching it because Loki season 1 was great.
I feel like Loki season 2 isn't coming. Like, I think it's canceled at this point. They haven't said it yet.
I don't think it's canceled because they literally just marketed it as, like, they left it on a cliffhanger. And you know MCU's not going to leave shit on a cliffhanger. But
I mean, sure.
I also feel like Loki Season 2 is going to have to deal with other things that are happening in Phase 5.
Disney is, like, super scaling back Disney Plus, though, and canceling a bunch of shit. So it does concern me that Loki might get caught in that hellscape.
Possibly. We'll see. They did leave it on a cliffhanger. Spoilers. But, like... I don't know. We'll see. Mantis. Mantis is the same as Loki for me.
No, I love her so much. I stand Mantis in this house. I was gonna say, is it too much to say S tier? And obviously, your answer is yes.
I'll put her at top of B tier, but like that's just for me though.
I love her so much.
She's a very great supporting role. She's the same as Korg, but I don't think she brings as much entertainment to the screen as some of these other characters do.
Mantis is one of those characters that just like it's the same. It's honestly like the same tier as Drax and Korg for me, where it's just like when Mantis is on screen, I'm like, yes, I love it. Please give me more of this. But yeah, top of B is reasonable.
All right, you didn't see any of the Black Panther movies, did you?
No. Who's this guy?
This guy is M'Baku. He's pretty. I want to say he's C tier. He basically is another supporting role for Black Panther, but he doesn't really pose much of a threat. He's kind of just one of the people who's like he wanted to be Black Panther, but I could be wrong on here, so call me out. I don't care. But he's just kind of like a supporting role. He did show up in Endgame to he's one of the leaders of one of the other tribes in Wakanda, I believe.
Gotcha.
My Black Panther lore is not very good, but
Come. This is no place to die. That's the only thing I remember about Black Panther. That was great. I loved that. That's one of my favorite like snap scenes. Obviously, there's the I don't want to go scene is like the big standout from that sequence. But T'Challa coming up to like whoever it was, like one of the females from the Black Panther franchise, and just being like, come, this is no place to die," and then just fading away himself. That was powerful.
next is Nebula.
Nebula, pretty entertaining character. I would say probably she lives with her sister. Like I feel similarly about the two.
Yeah, that's fair. I completely agree. She brings I don't know. I like Gamora more just because of like costume design and stuff. I like the character of Gamora more. I have not seen Guardians 3 yet.
Neither have I. Most of my knowledge from Nebula comes from Endgame, and I did like Nebula a lot in Endgame.
She really comes into play in Endgame, where she really takes on the role of a hero instead of she really takes on the role of a protagonist instead of antagonist.
Yeah.
And really comes to terms with like
Guardians 2, right? Or in Guardians 1?
Both.
In a Guardians?
She's kind of the side. She basically just makes it her mission every movie to try and kill Gamora. That's basically it. But she's never like a main villain. She's always like a lackey villain, kind of. Like that side threat where you run away from.
Kill the Guardians of the Galaxy today? I'll help you out because I hate Gamora.
But yeah, basically. But with Endgame, you really see her true colors like start to blossom and everything, and it really shows like I don't want to say her humanity, but like that's kind of the point. Like Tony Stark really shows her like she literally spends a majority of the time out in space trying to kill him to the point where she's just like there's really no point. Like it's not said in the movies, but like in the comics that she did try and kill him because she was pissed. And he's like, look, we're both gonna fucking die out here. Whether I die by your hand or what. But like
wait, so Nebula was trying to kill Tony Stark?
For a little bit.
Thanos.
She was out there trying to kill Thanos.
Okay.
But her and Tony Stark did not get along, like, at all at the beginning. Like, you see them, like, kind of getting along, but that was, like, after months of being locked in basically solitary in the ship.
You would have to either get along with the person or kill yourself if you were trapped with
yeah, but, like, it really showed her humanity to the point where, like, she actually started. She was like, well, Gamora's gone. I have no purpose in life. I need to find a new purpose. So that's why she sits up there with Gamora for me. Nick Fury, S tier. Love him. Love Sam L. Jackson. He is like...
Yeah. Samuel L. Jackson, obviously. I would argue he's below, like, Captain Marvel. I don't think he's super high in S tier.
He's above Captain Marvel for me, below Groot, but...
Yeah, that's acceptable too. But yeah, Nick Fury, very standout character. Samuel L. Jackson is a very talented man who brings himself to any role that he plays. And yeah, Nick Fury has a striking presence in the MCU. Very good character. Definitely worthy of the top tier.
Absolutely. Okoye.
Who the fuck is that?
Queen of Wakanda. Fuck, I don't know, man. It's more Wakanda shit.
Do we need a literally who tier? That's the one quirky tier I'll accept is literally who for people you don't know.
She's the general for Wakanda.
Is she the chick who like kicks a lot of ass from Wakanda?
Yes.
Okay, I remember her from the Avengers movies. She definitely kicks ass good. So she's not going in D tier. Um,
I want to put her
yeah,
up in B.
yeah, that's probably pretty good.
Same with her sister. Or sister? I don't know.
Oh, her sister's the techie, right?
Yeah, Shuri.
Shuri. I like her. Like, I actually like Shuri. I feel like she's probably at least like,
I'll put her up with Mantis.
yeah, that's fair.
Um, so you don't know who this next
Our
dude
first D
is.
tier, Quicksilver. I know the meme, the fact that he just exists to die. He just gets shot. The speedster gets shot and dies. D tier. Fuck you, Quicksilver.
I really wish that they would have. He's like the one main person that they just never bothered to make a fucking pop figure out of. Like I collect all the Marvel characters. There's only like a very select few that I'm missing, but I have I have 99% of these main characters, right? Like I'm missing Shuri and Okoye, and down on the list I have, and then Yandu. Those are like the only ones I'm missing from this list. Honestly, I have everybody else, and then like a whole bunch of other side characters. They never made a pop for Quicksilver, and it honestly bothers me that they didn't. But I mean, I get it. He was only in one movie. He was a
This
supporting
has nothing
role.
to do with Marvel, but there's only one pop figure I want. It's like $500, and it makes me sad because I just want one. I don't care about all this collector bullshit. I just want a blue Heisenberg. I want blue Heisenberg so bad. I love that there's a fucking blue Heisenberg pop figure, and I just want to own it for like meme reasons and because I like Breaking Bad. But unfortunately, it is very rare and will run you for hundreds of dollars if you want a blue Heisenberg.
I'm just hoping that one day I come across someone who has it, and they're just like, I don't really care for this anymore, and I'd be like, I'll give you $100 for it, and they're like, oh wow, is it worth that much? I'm like, yeah, and then I just
Yeah,
get it.
it's worth that much. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, Quicksilver can go in D. Doesn't really bring much to the table. He's just fast. You didn't really get much time to
He
like.
died via a gun. I can't listen. I know the lore is different between Marvel and DC, but it's become a blanket term in like nerd fandom to call any super speed character a speedster. And killing off a speedster with a gun with a bullet. Clown World, clown shoes, Quicksilver. Put the fucking clown shoes on.
See, I'm not attached to him just because I really wish they would have given him more screen time. If he would have died in Endgame, that would have been fucking perfect. You get just enough to where you can actually grow attached and feel his pain and feel like the pain of his death, his character. But like, he didn't get much screen time. That's the only thing. I'm sorry, D tier. Rocket S tier, 100%, right up there next to Groot.
Yeah. I would argue Groot over Rocket, though.
That is fair. That's fair. I think Rocket brings a little bit more to the table than Groot.
Yeah.
Just because all.
I think, like, just one of my favorite scenes in MCU history is Teen Groot playing the video game, and Star-Lord tells him to put it down. He's like, I am Groot. And everybody's like, whoa! You can't say that.
Oh man, this is making me want to go rewatch the movies now. I do have to catch up on. There's like multiple movies. I haven't seen the second Black Panther movie.
I feel like I need to marathon the MCU, but at the same time, I just have a hard time with movies. Like, I'll sit there and I'll watch, like, episodes upon episodes of TV, but when you present in front of me 1 2 hour feature film, I'm like, this is too long.
Just take it one movie at a time. Honestly, that is the best way. Even if you just do one movie a day, you will get the full satisfaction of the thing. I can even send you my list of it in chronological order too.
I feel like I would want to do it release order.
See, release order can get confusing though. If you do it in chronological, it's literally just going through time.
Yeah, but I feel like there's like in productions that take place like prequel productions, for lack of a better term, like there are still like references to future lore that you are expected to understand because it was released after this lore was established, even though chronologically this lore has not been established yet. I feel like a lot of those types of situations come up when you're dealing with like a franchise that goes like forward and back in time, and you're talking about release order versus chronological order. Like there's always pros and cons with both, and like I usually gravitate towards release order just because like
That's fine. If you want to do, I think, you know what? I would probably suggest doing release order first, and then on your second watch through of everything,
yeah,
you do
that's probably
chronological.
more fair.
I do chronological nowadays just because it makes sense because I've seen them all. But Wanda, Scarlet Witch.
This character is extremely well acted. I always like when she's on screen. She kicks ass. She's a strong woman. I would put her in S tier. She's not higher than Captain Marvel, but I would argue she's higher than Drax. That's not his name. Drax.
I'd put her just above Captain Marvel, below everybody else. That's fair.
Yeah,
Spider-Man, S tier.
Yeah, top of S tier also, by the way.
Top of S tier. And I'm going to say this is strictly what's his name?
Tom Holland?
Tom Holland. That's right. I was stuck on Tom Hiddleston.
There's a lot of Toms in the MCU. I get it. There's more Chris's actually than there are Toms, but there's a lot of Toms and Chris's.
But Tom Holland embodies Peter Parker and Spider-Man perfectly.
He's so good. I love Tom Holland so much. And
God, I love the fact that they literally cannot give Tom Holland a full script anymore.
Yeah, he just will leak it if you do.
He will leak it. There's literally a tweet of someone saying, "Wow, thanks Tom for the whole movie of whatever movie it was." And they literally did an interview and asked him, "How did you feel when this tweet went viral?" And he's like, "I legitimately thought I leaked it, and I didn't even know if I did or not." Like, it's to the point where they will
on the internet.
They will fully not give him the full script. They will only give him his lines, and that is it. They will not tell him what's going on or anything in fear of him leaking the movie.
I feel like that has to be extremely difficult to do.
Oh yeah, it's probably extremely difficult. But I love Tom Holland. Tom Holland's great. I love the Spider-Man movies. I was so hyped when the Spider-Man movies first were announced, and they were like, "Yeah, we're doing Spider-Man now." I'm like, "Fuck yeah!"
Tom Holland was the reason I fell in love with Spider-Man. Like, now I'm super into Spider-Man in like all of his forms. But when I was a kid, I was not a big Spider-Man kid. Like, I had the original Tobey Maguire Spider-Man on like VHS, and I wasn't that into it as a kid. And then I saw Avengers Infinity War because of all the hype behind it, and I met Tom Holland's Spider-Man, and I fell in love with Spider-Man because of Tom Holland's portrayal. And now he's one of my favorite superheroes, if not my favorite traditional superhero of all time. And that is thanks to Tom Holland. So, top of S tier, easily the most important character in the MCU to me personally, in my heart and soul.
Yeah. Star-Lord. Love Chris Pratt.
Also S tier, just below Spider-Man.
That's completely fair. Chris Pratt is literally one of my favorite actors. I love Chris Pratt.
He's so good. Like, obviously there's the meme where like he's everywhere now, and like maybe people are starting to get tired of him. But Star-Lord is one of his best roles, and he plays it extremely well.
Oh, absolutely.
He's a very entertaining man, and he puts his all into Star-Lord. I love him. S tier. Not as good as Spider-Man, but better than anybody else.
I'm gonna say the exact same thing. Thor, right up there between Iron Man and Captain America.
Yeah, Thor is excellent. I would say this is actually accurate. I was gonna try to put him higher, but then I was like, no, I don't like him more than Iron Man. But I do like him more than everybody else. Very good, very strong character. Unfortunately, he is also... come on, don't do that to my man Drax.
I'm trying to keep it even. I'm trying. This is my list.
You don't have to keep it even. Come on.
It's fine. Leave it.
Okay.
I honestly think Captain Marvel and Drax don't deserve to be up there with all the greats. They can be top of A tier, but I don't think they make...
I mean, I would argue that Captain Marvel does. If it was up to me, she'd be above Rocket. Like...
That's fine. I think that everybody in S tier reflects perfectly.
Yeah,
Just
you're
like
that's fair.
absolute perfection in terms of roles, the characters, and who was cast for those roles.
That's true. I guess your disdain for Brie Larson prevents her from
Look,
being.
she's higher than she should be. I'm doing this because I have not seen the movie, so I cannot say anything outside of the movies.
The movie's really good. Brie Larson might be a bitch, but she does a good acting. Like she's good at doing her job.
All right, Valkyrie, love her. She's
Oh
probably
my
top of A
god,
tier for me.
Valkyrie. Yeah, I would even argue S tier maybe, but top of A tier is very reasonable. Valkyrie. Obviously, I don't have as much exposure to her as a lot of people do because I did not see Ragnarok, but I did see Love and Thunder, and she was probably one of if not my favorite character in that movie.
She's
Valkyrie is
she's the
great.
exact same character in Ragnarok, so
Yeah, hell yeah.
love her, everything. Vision,
Eh, C tier.
that's fair. Top of C, that's
He's
fair.
fine.
Warm.
He's a catalyst for Scarlet Witch's arc, and I guess he serves that purpose. But like, there's nothing about Vision that makes me like, oh yeah, that's Vision. I love Vision.
Yeah, I'm the exact same way. Same thing for Loki. Just it's meh. War Machine.
War Machine.
I want to put him below Drax, but above Doctor Strange.
He got cucked by Peter Parker.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Peter Parker came along, and Iron Man was like, "This kid's gonna be fucking great. I'm gonna give him
This kid's gonna be the
every.
next Iron Man, and then Don
This kid is
Cheadle
going
over
to
here is
be
like,
the
"What
next
about me?"
Iron Man." And War Machine's like, I am
I
Iron
am
Man.
already. And
I've been Iron Man for a
no,
while.
no,
No, no, no, no, no, no, no, no. You don't get the cool tech because you are in the military. I don't give you anything. You stole that. Fuck you. He basically became War Machine because he stole shit. That's it. That's the only reason why he was War Machine. But I do like his character though. War Machine is pretty cool. Wasp, C tier, same thing, same as everybody else.
I mean, I'm very. I have.
She
very
doesn't
little
kick as much
familiarity with
ass.
Wasp.
She doesn't kick as much ass as any of the other ladies who are above her. I would probably. I don't know. She's just. I haven't seen Quantum Mania yet, so maybe she can be higher.
I've also heard Quantum
But
Mania is kind of bad, so I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see.
You probably like a lot of the MCU movies that people consider bad, based on what we said here. So maybe you'll like it. But I've heard from the general crowd that Quantum Mania ain't hitting.
And we'll see. I still have yet to watch that and Guardians and Black Panther 2. So
I think even before I do release order MCU, I just need to watch 1 and 2 and then go to the theaters and watch 3 for Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, I already know that I adore them, like in the Avengers movies and in the little bit they were in Love and Thunder. Like, they're amazing. I love them all. And I'm willing to put them in like A and S tier here just based on those appearances. So I'm sure their films are fucking brilliant. And they're also directed by James Gunn, who is a very talented man. So yeah, I definitely need to watch those films for sure.
absolutely. Bucky, Winter Soldier.
Holy shit, I thought that was fucking Agent Carter from here, from where I'm sitting. Bucky, he's a guy
He's
who does
cool.
things.
He's like Hulk.
Yeah, I would say below Hulk. But yeah, right around that area.
Yeah, he doesn't get much time to shine, but in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, he does really
Who's that between Hulk and
come
Mantis?
out.
I'm having a hard time seeing.
Shuri,
Hulk should probably be above Shuri too.
that's fine. Wong from Doctor Strange.
Oh, my boy Wong, my homie, my guy. Love Wong. He's not S tier. He's not like, significant enough to be S tier, but I would argue he's A. Like,
He's B
just
tier.
Wong.
He's B tier below Hulk.
Okay.
Yondu.
Blue Man. I don't know anything about him.
All right, so Oh, I don't want. How much spoilers do you want?
I don't care. I feel like I already know all the major spoilers.
Yondu steals. Yondu steals Star Lord, steals Chris Pratt off of Earth, and they travel together until Chris Pratt grows up and does some shit on his own, and then basically, uh, the entirety of 2 is spent. Yondu is just trying to track down Star Lord. But at the very, very end, which is why I want to put him like up there with Doctor Strange, he has a quick, but he dies in Guardians 2. But it's such a heroic death where he literally just sacrifices himself and comes to terms with everything, and it's great. And it's such a good role for him to play.
Yes. But real quick, before we end this video, just while we're on the MCU topic, I want to know if you have an answer to this question, because I want to share mine. But I'll let you go first if you can think of something. What's your favorite, like, stupid joke from the MCU? Like, a joke that shouldn't be funny, but, like, it is, though.
Shouldn't be funny?
Not, like, shouldn't be fun, but, like, a really, like, stupid joke that's funny.
From Infinity War, when they're all on fucking Titan, and they're like, "Where is Gamora? I'll do you one better." Who is Gamora? I'll do you one better. Why is Gamora?
I do like that one. I have a million different examples of this.
The other, see, with that interaction, my second option would be, Tony Stark asking Star-Lord, "Who do you serve?" And Star-Lord goes, "What do you want me to say, Jesus?"
That's pretty good.
It's such a passing comment because you always forget that Star-Lord's from Earth. And he's just a dude. He's just a guy.
This one is really stupid, but, like, it just got me. Like, I was in the theater, like, cackling over this, and I don't know how it got me so hard. It is the narration at the beginning of Thor: Love and Thunder, when, what the fuck is Rockman's name again?
Korg.
When Korg is describing, like, Thor's current state, and he's like, now he travels with the Guardians of the Galaxy, waiting for them, waiting to help them when they need him to win a battle. And then it cuts to Star-Lord saying, "Hey Thor, we need you to win this battle."
Dude, the MCU is great. I love the MCU. I really need to go and, like, sit down and rewatch some of the newer movies because some of them are great. Specifically, Guardians of the Galaxy. I need to go rewatch those. But
there's also, I would be remiss not to mention, when Ned is, like, guy in the chairing for Peter, and he, like, gets caught in, like, the computer lab or whatever, and they ask him what he's doing. He says, watching porn.
See, there's a scene in Guardians 2 where Yondu is, he's doing, I forget what he's doing, but anyway, no, so Yondu can control, like an arrow that kills people while whistling with the little thing on his head.
Okay.
He uses that to float, and he goes, "I'm Mary Poppins, y'all!" Because it looks like Mary Poppins when she's holding the umbrella.
Yes.
It's funny if you actually know who Mary Poppins is.
I feel like I've seen the
Zoomer.
Mary Poppins y'all clip. I know who Mary Poppins is. I haven't seen
Zoomer.
the movie, but I'm aware of
Zoomer.
who she is.
You don't even know who Mary Poppins is. What does she do? What does Mary Poppins do?
Full of sugar in the medicine.
No. What's her profession? What is Mary Poppins' profession? What does she do?
Is she a nanny? Does she babysit people? Is that
Are you asking or telling? Are you asking or telling?
Final answer. She's a nanny. She babysits.
You don't know, do you?
I know enough to put that. Am I right or not? Damn it! Cause stop dancing around.
You got a lucky guess, but yeah, she's basically a nanny. But yeah. I'm gonna get Penguin to yell at you and call you a Zoomer.
She puts a spoonful of sugar in the medicine to help the medicine go down.
I'm gonna get Penguin to yell at you because you're a Zoomer. Penguin's gonna yell at you because everybody knows who Mary Poppins is. Anyway, that is the tier list. As you can see, we got Quicksilver at the bottom. We got M'Baku, Loki, Vision, and Wasp in C tier. We have Okoye, Falcon, Ant-Man,
Man.
Bucky, Shuri, Wong, Hulk, and Mantis in B tier. In A tier, we have from bottom to top, we have Korg, Black Panther, Hawkeye, Nebula, Gamora, Yondu, Doctor Strange, War Machine, Drax, Captain Marvel, and Valkyrie. And then the best of the best in S tier are Scarlet Witch, Wanda, Nick Fury, Groot, Rocket, Captain America, Thor, Iron Man, Black Widow, Star-Lord, and Spider-Man.
And there you go, folks.
Riley, do you want to plug your shit? Because I never put any of your shit anywhere on these videos.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. I don't mind. Go to Twitter, at Riley Tweets. That's RIELY Tweets. There you will find a pinned tweet with my link tree, which if you want to just type it directly is linktr.ee/Riley Cinematic Universe. It has links to all of my podcasts and YouTube channels and social medias and all that type of shit where you could find me making content on the internet.
Riley's YouTube channel is Riley and Friends.
Riley and Friends, which is linked in that link tree.
Riley and Friends, since you're already here on YouTube.
True. Go to Riley
and it's
Friends.
Probably not going to be in the description because I'm going to forget about this.
Probably not.
Listen to the end of the videos. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Go listen to Detour Ahead. Right? If you like Riley and I talking about random shit. If you like Riley and I talking about random shit, go listen to Detour Ahead. That's all we do, is talk about random topics and have discussions about it.
Yeah. Hell yeah.